identity of a sacred soul, being in the new, falling on metropolitan and holy like dew. Luminous omnipresence, the nature of yes, beyond every trial and heavy human stress. Real in mercy, real in glow, in secret kind of places where mercy starts to grow. Metropolitan essence, celestial design, turning all history into spirit and wine. Luminous omnipresence, existence in light. Luminous omnipresence, truth within night, absolute and eternal, radiant and bright, shining through errors in middle of night, spiritual being, permanent release, until heavy shadows and sorrows finally cease. Luminous omnipresence. Luminous omnipresence. Vibration of a structural design, sacred and profound, lifting every metropolitan from the silent ground. No more separate vanity, no more ego pride, with nowhere left to wander and nowhere left to hide. Is this purely mercy? Is this purely light? Shining through shadows in middle of night, transparent and resilient, radiant and true, vibrating glory that is breathing inside you. God is all in all today, filling everything in every kind of way, in whom we live a life. Luminous omnipresence. Luminous omnipresence. Luminous omnipresence, existence, existence. Total being, luminous omnipresence. Radiant pervasion. Radiant pervasion, knowing in yes. Radiant pervasion, beyond all stress. Wise with mercy, wise with glow, in secret kind of places where mercy starts to grow. Clear and eternal, radiant and bright, shining through errors in middle of night. Radiant pervasion, vibration of a network, power of the grace, reflected in features of weary human race. City is a brain, spirit is light, shining through the shadows in the middle of night. No more foolish vanity, no more blinds by pride. With nowhere left to wander and nowhere left to hide. Metropolitan wisdom, celestial design, turning our history into spirit and wine. Thought is purely mercy, thought is purely light, shining like diamonds in the middle of night. Transparent and resilient, radiant and true, vibrating glory that is breathing inside you. Spiritual intelligence, permanent release, until heavy shadows and sorrows finally cease. Smart and resilient, radiant and bright, shining like morning in the middle of night. For the earth today shall be filled in every way with knowledge of glory of light, as waters cover the sea in night. Radiant pervasion, no hidden yes. Radiant pervasion, global. Radiant pervasion. Coming as a sacred soul, standard in the new, falling on metropolitan and holy like dew. Silver ubiquity, a constant of yes, beyond every trial and heavy human stress. Everywhere in mercy, everywhere in glow, in secret kind of places where mercy starts to grow. Metropolitan landscape, celestial design, turning all history into spirit and wine. Silver ubiquity, found within light. Silver ubiquity, always in night. Strong and eternal, radiant and bright, shining through errors in middle of night. Spiritual prevalence, permanent release, until heavy shadows and sorrows finally cease. Silver ubiquity, vibration of a structural design, sacred and true, showing every metropolitan and holy view. No more air vanity, no more special pride, with nowhere left to wander and nowhere left to hide. Air is purely mercy, air is purely light, shining through shadows in the middle of night. Transparent and resilient, radiant and true, vibrating glory that is breathing inside you. Behold, I am with you today, always, even unto end, in every way. Molecular diffusion, spreading the grain. Molecular diffusion, free from the pain. Mixed with mercy, next with yes. Beyond every trial and heavy human stress. Vast and eternal, radiant and bright, shining through errors in the middle of the night. Molecular diffusion, molecular diffusion. Vibration of a soul seed, power of the grace, reflected in features of weary human race. Molecules are incense, spirit is glow in secret kind of places where mercy starts to grow. No more lonely vanity, no more ego pride, with nowhere left to wander and nowhere left to hide. Metropolitan ocean, celestial design, turning all history into spirit and one. Salt is purely mercy, salt is purely light, shining like diamonds in the middle of night. Transparent and resilient, radiant and true, vibrating glory that is breathing inside you. Strapped to landing, permanent release, taking back pieces of spirit self-control. Great and resilient, radiant and bright, shining through morning and middle of night. You are a salt today of the earth in every kind of way, but its salt have lost of light. Wherewith shall it be? Salt and light. Now molecular diffusion, molecular diffusion. Molecular diffusion. Hidden in a sacred soul, tiny in the new, metropolitan and Holy Spirit, shining through. Etheric Immanence, the smallness of yes, beyond every trial and heavy human stress. Near in mercy, near in glow, in secret kind of places where mercy starts to grow. Metropolitan atom, celestial design, turning all history into spirit and wine. Etheric Immanence, close within light. Etheric Immanence, near within night. Deep and eternal, radiant and bright, shining through airs in middle of night. Spiritual nearness, permanent release, until heavy shadows and sorrows finally cease. Etheric Immanence, vibration of a structural design, sacred and refined, leaving all metropolitan and heavy grief behind. No more distant vanity, no more far off pride, with nowhere left to wander and nowhere left to hide. Touch is pure mercy, touch is pure light, shining through shadows in middle of night. Transparent and resilient, radiant and true, vibrating glory that is breathing inside. even in thy mouth in every way, and in thy heart of light in mid of night. Etheric sacred proximity. Radiant inhabitation, dwelling in yes. Radiant inhabitation, home after stress. Abiding with mercy, abiding with glow, in secret kind of places where mercy starts to grow. Still and eternal, radiant and bright, shining through errors in the middle of night. Radiant inhabitation. Vibration of a temple, shelter of the grace, reflected in features of weary human race. City is a house, spirit is light, shining through shadows in the middle of night. No more homeless vanity, no more wandering pride, with nowhere left to wander and nowhere left to hide. Metropolitan refuge, celestial designs, turning on history and spirit and wine. Stay is purely mercy, stay is purely light, shining like diamonds in the middle of night. Transparent and resilient, radiant and true, vibrating glory that is breathing inside you. Spiritual residency, permanent release, until heavy shadows and sorrows finally cease. Solid and resilient, eating and bright, shining like morning in middle of night. Abide in me today, and I in you in every way, as the branch cannot of the light, except it abide and find it radiant inhabitation, dwelling in yes. passing of a sacred soul through the memory new, falling on metropolitan and holy like dew. Silver permeation, a drifting of yes, beyond every trial and heavy human stress, sifting in mercy, sifting in glow, in secret kind of places where mercy starts to grow. Metropolitan filter, celestial design, turning all history into spirit and wine. Silver permeation through within light, silver permeation soft through the night, gentle and eternal, radiant and bright, shining through errors in middle of night. Spiritual transparency, permanent release, until heavy shadows and sorrows finally cease. Silver permeation, vibration of a structural design, ancient and fresh, spirit breathing through metropolitan flesh. No more opaque vanity, no more dance wall pride, with nowhere left to wander and nowhere left to hide. This is purely mercy, this is purely light, shining through shadows in middle of night, transparent and resilient, radiant and true, vibrating glory that is breathing inside you. Thy ways in sea today, and thy path in great waters in every way, and thy footsteps are of light, not known in middle of night. Silver permeation, ghostly, 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 ghostly. Silver permeation, ghostly, 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 ghostly. Ooh, silver permeation. Silver permeation. Silver permeation. Molecular pervasion, soaking in grain. Molecular pervasion, joy from the pain. Deep with mercy, deep with yes, beyond every trial and heavy human stress, soft and eternal, radiant and bright, shining through errors in middle of night. Molecular pervasion. Vibration of a liquid, essence of the grace, reflected in features of weary human race. Molecules are chalices, spirit is glow, in secret kind of places where mercy starts to grow. No more solid vanity, no more partial pride, with nowhere left to wander and nowhere left to hide. Metropolitan saturation, celestial design, turning all history into spirit and wine. Ink is purely mercy, ink is purely light, shining like diamonds in middle of night, transparent and resilient, radiant and true, vibrating glory that is breathing inside you. Structural melting, permanent release, taking back pieces and spirit self-control, fluid saturation, molecular pervasion. Presence of a sacred soul, everywhere anew, falling on metropolitan, done and holy like dew. Initial omnipresence, a blooming of yes, beyond every trial and heavy human stress, found in every mercy, found in every glow, in secret kind of places where mercy starts to grow. Metropolitan spirit, celestial design, turning all history into spirit and initial omnipresence, here within light. Initial omnipresence, all within night. Vast and eternal, radiant and bright, shining through errors in middle of night. Spiritual expansion, permanent release, until heavy shadows and sorrows finally cease. Initial omnipresence, vibration of a structural soul, pattern of the grace, reflected in features of weary human race. No more local vanity, no more distant pride, with nowhere left to wander and nowhere left to hide. Field is purely mercy, field is purely light, shining through shadows in middle of night. Transparent and resilient, radiant and true, vibrating glory that is breathing inside you. Whither shall I go today from thy spirit in every way? Oh, whither shall I flee, oh light, from thy presence in night? Initial omnipresence, death in light. Initial omnipresence, death in light. Initial omnipresence. Step into the infinite, further in the new, falling on metropolitan and holy like dew. Luminous beyond, an ultimate of yes, beyond every trial and heavy human stress. Vanishing in mercy, vanishing in glow, in secret kind of places where mercy starts to grow. Metropolitan miracle, celestial design, turning all history into spirit and wine. Luminous beyond, further in light. Luminous beyond, transcendence of my hand, eternal, radiant and bright, shining through errors in middle of night. Spiritual ultra state, permanent release, until heavy shadows and sorrows finally cease. Luminous beyond, vibration of a structural design, sacred and profound, lifting every every metropolitan from the silent ground. No more limited vanity, no more boundary pride. With nowhere left to wander and nowhere left to hide. Reach is purely mercy, reach is purely light. Shining through shadows in the middle of the night. Transparent and resilient, radiant and true. Vibrating glory that is breathing inside you. Eye hath not seen today, nor ear heard in every way. Things which God hath prepared alike for them that love Him in night. Luminous Beyond, Luminous Beyond. The great silence, Luminous Beyond. Radiant transcendence, rising in yes. Radiant transcendence, over all stress. Above within mercy, above within glow. In secret kind of places where mercy starts to grow. High and eternal, radiant and bright. Shining through errors in the middle of the night. Radiant transcendence. Vibration of a living power of the grace, reflected in features of weary human race. City is heaven, spirit is light, shining through shadows in the middle of the night. No more earthly vanity, no more dusty pride. With nowhere left to wander and nowhere left to hide. Metropolitan sky state, celestial design, turning all history into spirit and wine. Height is purely mercy, height is purely light, shining like diamonds in the middle of night. Transparent and resilient, radiant and true. Vibrating glory that is breathing inside you. Spiritual ascension, permanent release, until every shadows and sorrows finally cease. Lofty and resilient and radiant and bright, shining like morning in the middle of the night. He hath raised us up today in heavenly places in every way, and that ages to come of light He might show riches of grace and night. Radiant transcendence, radiant transcendence. Beyond the stars, radiant transcendence. Ooh. bedrock of a sacred soul, solid in the new, metropolitan and Holy Spirit shining through. Silver absolute, the truth of the yes, beyond every trial and heavy human stress, fixed within mercy, fixed within glow, in secret kind of places where mercy starts to grow. Metropolitan anchor, celestial design, turning all history into spirit and wine. Silver absolute, anchor in light, silver absolute, rock through the night, firm and eternal, radiant and bright, shining through errors in middle of night. Spiritual finality, permanent release, until heavy shadows and sorrows finally cease. Silver absolute. Structural design, sacred and true, showing every metropolitan and holy view. No more shifting vanity, no more shaky pride, with nowhere left to wonder and nowhere left to hide. Truth is purely mercy, truth is purely light, shining through shadows in middle of night. Transparent and resilient, radiant and true, vibrating glory that is breathing inside you. I am Alpha and Omega today, beginning and ending in every way, which is and was and comes alive, almighty in middle of night. Silver absolute, silver absolute, silver eternal foundation, silver absolute. Molecular grace, washing in grain. Molecular grace, taking out stain, soaking in mercy, soaking in yes, beyond every trial and heavy human stress, kind and eternal, radiant and bright, shining through errors in middle of night. Molecular grace, molecular grace, vibration of a favor, gift of a grace, reflected in features of a weary human race. Molecules of blessings, space galore, in secret kind of places where mercy starts to grow. No more vanity, no more labor pride, with nowhere left to wander and nowhere left to hide. Metropolitan kindness, celestial design, turning all history into spirit and wine. Gift is purely mercy, gift is purely light, shining like diamonds in middle of night. Transparent and resilient, radiant and true, vibrating glory that is breathing inside you. Structural compassion, permanent release, taking back pieces and spirit self-control. Soft and resilient, radiant and bright, shining through morning and middle of night. By grace are you saved today, through faith in every way. It is the gift of God of light, not a works in molecular grace, washing in grace. Molecular grace. Molecular grace. Harvest of a sacred soul, ripe in the new, falling on metropolitan and holy like dew. Luminous fulfillment, a blooming of years, beyond every trial and heavy human stress. Fullness in mercy, fullness in glow, in secret kind of places where mercy starts to grow. Metropolitan banquet, celestially designed, turning all history into spirit and wine. Luminous fulfillment, satisfied in light. Luminous fulfillment, goal of the night, rich and eternal, radiant and bright, shining through airs in middle of night. Spiritual completion, permanent release, until heavy shadows and sorrows finally cease. Luminous fulfillment. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Vibration of a structural design, sacred and refined. Even on metropolitan, no more empty pride and heavy grief behind. No more hungry vanity, no more empty high. Cup is purely mercy, cup is purely light, shining through shadows in middle of night. Transparent and resilient, radiant and true, vibrating glory that is breathing inside you. My cup runneth over today. Surely goodness and mercy in every way shall follow me all days of life, in a house of Lord in night. Satisfied in light. Etheric liberation, free from all stress, light within mercy, light within glow, in secret kind of places where mercy starts to grow. Skyborn and eternal, radiant and bright, shining through errors in the middle of night. Etheric liberation, vibration of a breaking, spirit of the grace, reflected in features of weary human. City is awake, spirit is light, shining through shadows in middle of night. No more chained up vanity, no more locked in pride, with nowhere left to wander, nowhere left to hide. Metropolitan escape, stay celestial design, turning all history into spirit and wine. Flight is purely mercy, light is purely light, shining like diamonds in middle of night. Transparent, resilient, radiant and true, vibrating glory that is breathing inside you. Spiritual unwinding, permanent release, until heavy shadows and sorrows finally cease. Swift and resilient, radiant and bright, shining like morning in middle of the night. The spirit of the Lord is today. There is liberty in every way. Truth shall make you free of light in middle of night. Etheric liberation, etheric liberation, flying, yeah. Gravity defy, etheric liberation, flying, yes. Gravity defy, etheric liberation. Gathering of a sacred soul, point of the new, Metropolitan and Holy Spirit, shining through, radiant singularity, a center of yes beyond every trial and heavy human stress. Meeting in mercy, meeting in glow, in secret kind of places where mercy starts to grow. Metropolitan nucleus, celestial design, turning all history into spirit and wine. Radiant singular, oh, singular, radiant singular, focus of night. You're an eternal, radiant and bright, shining through errors in middle of night. Spiritual density, permanent release, until heavy shadows and sorrows finally cease. Radiant singularity, foundation of a structural design, heart of the sun, showing how metropolitan and holy are one. No more scattered vanity, no more drifting pride, with nowhere left to hide. Spark is purely mercy, spark is purely light, shining through shadows in the middle of night. Transparent and resilience, radiant and true. Vibrating glory that is breathing inside you. The Lord our God today is one Lord in every kind of way, with all thy heart and mind of light. Ooh, in middle of night, radiant singular, sending a light. Radiant singular, focus a Radiant singular. Radiant singular. Radiant singular. Silver integration, melting in glow. Silver integration, everywhere you go. One within mercy, one within yes, beyond every trial and heavy human stress. Whole and eternal, radiant and bright, shining through errors in middle of night. Silver integration, vibration of a union, essence of the grace, reflected in features of weary human race. City is a mind, spirit is glow, in secret kind of places where mercy starts to grow. No more split of vanity, no more divided pride, with nowhere left to wander and nowhere left to hide. Metropolitan wholeness, celestial design, turning all history into spirit and wine. Bond is purely mercy, bond is purely light, shining like diamonds in middle of night. Transparent and resilient, radiant and true, vibrating glory that is breathing inside you. Structural completion, permanent release, taking back pieces and spirit self-control. Strong and resilient, radiant and bright, shining through morning and middle of night. That they all may be one today, in the Father in every way. I in them and thou in me, a way made perfect in us. Silver integration, Sacred rests within grain, pulse of the new, falling on mirror time, holy like dew. Molecular stillness, a pausing of yes, beyond every trial and heavy human stress. Stilled in mercy, stilled in glow, in secret kind of places where mercy starts to grow. Metropolitan Sabbath, celestial design, turning all history into spirit and wine. Molecular stillness, resting in light. Molecular stillness, peace within night. Deep and eternal, radiant and bright, shining through errors in the middle of night. Spirit tranquility, permanent release, until heavy shadows and sorrows finally cease. Molecular stillness, vibration of a structural soul, pattern of the grace, reflected in features of weary human race. No more restless vanity, no more frantic pride, with nowhere left to wander and nowhere left to hide. Calm is purely mercy, calm is purely light, shining through shadows in middle of night. Transparent and resilient, radiant and true, vibrating glory that is breathing inside you. Be still and know today that I am God in every way. I will be exalted of light in middle light. Molecular stillness, resting in light, resting in final stillness. Molecular stillness. Beaming of a sacred soul, glory in the new, falling on metropolitan and holy like dew. Luminous radiant, the essence of yes, beyond every trial and heavy human stress. Shining in mercy, shining in glow, in secret kind of places where mercy starts to grow. Metropolitan sun state, celestial design, turning all history into spirit and wine. Luminous radiance, burning in light. Luminous radiance, fire in the night. Great and eternal, radiant and bright, shining through errors in middle of night. Spiritual brilliance, permanent release, until heavy shadows and sorrows finally cease. Luminous radiance, vibration of a structural design, sacred and profound, lifting every mental prana from the silent ground. No more dim-lit vanity, no more shadow pride, with nowhere left to wander and nowhere left to hide. Flame is purely mercy, flame is purely light, shining through shadows in middle of night. Transparent and resilient, radiant and true, vibrating glory that is breathing inside you. The light of the body pure flame. Luminous Radiance. Yeah, 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 yeah. Radiant vitality, living in yes. Radiant vitality, health after stress, vibrant with mercy, vibrant with glow, in secret kind of places where mercy starts to grow. Strong and eternal, radiant and bright, shining through errors in middle of night. Radiant vitality, vibration of a power, energy of the grace, reflected in features of a weary human race. City is a heartbeat, spirit is light, shining through shadows in the middle of night. No more sickly vanity, no more weak-willed pride, with nowhere left to wander and nowhere left to hide. Metropolitan wellness, celestial design, turning all history into spirit and wine. Power is purely mercy, power is purely light, shining like diamonds in the middle of the night. Transparent and resilient, radiant and true, vibrating glory that is breathing inside you. Spiritual vigor, permanent release, until heavy shadows and sorrows finally cease. Bold and resilient, radiant and bright, shining like morning in middle of night. I am come today that they might have life in every way, and that they might have of life more abundantly in night. Radiant vitality, living in yes. Radiant vitality, ever living. Radiant vitality. Ripening of a sacred soul, golden in the new, falling on Metropolitan and holy like dew. Silver maturation, a fullness of yes, beyond every trial and heavy human stress. Wisdom and mercy, wisdom and glow, in secret kind of places where mercy starts to grow. Metropolitan maturation, ripe within light. Silver maturation, age without night, steady and eternal, radiant and bright, shining through errors in the middle of night. Spiritual adulthood, permanent release, until heavy shadows and sorrows finally cease. Silver maturation, vibration of a structural design, sacred and true, showing every metropolitan holy view. No more childish vanity, no more foolish pride, with nowhere left to wander and nowhere left to hide. Mind is purely mercy, mind is purely light, shining through shadows in middle of night. Transparent and resilient, radiant and true, vibrating glory that is breathing inside you. When I was a child today, I spake as child in every way. But when I became man of light, I put away childishness. Silver maturation, right within eye. Silver maturation, right within age without night, steady and eternal, radiant and bright, shining through errors in middle of night. Silver maturation, silver maturation. Molecular evolution, changing in grain. Molecular evolution, higher from pain. Shifting with mercy, shifting with yes, beyond every trial and heavy human stress. New and eternal, radiant and bright, shining through errors in middle of night. Molecular evolution. Vibration of a transformation, power of the grace, reflected in features of weary human race. Atoms upgrading, spirit is glowing in secret kind of places where mercy starts to grow. No more primal vanity, no more ancient pride, with nowhere left to wander and nowhere left to hide. Metropolitan advancement, celestial design, turning all history into spirit and wine. Form is purely mercy, form is purely light, shining like diamonds in middle of night. Transparent and resilient, radiant and true, vibrating glory that is breathing inside you. Structural ascent, permanent release, taking back pieces and spirit self-control. Great and resilient, radiant and bright, shining through morning and middle of night. Be transformed today by renewing of mind in every way, that ye may prove what of light is perfect will multiplying of a sacred soul, spreading in the new. Metropolitan and Holy Spirit shining through. Luminous proliferation, an increase of yes beyond every trial and heavy human stress. Filling in mercy, filling in glow. In secret kind of places where mercy starts to grow. Metropolitan harvest, celestial design, turning all history into spirit and wine. Luminous proliferation, many in light. Luminous proliferation, crowd within night, rich and eternal, radiant and bright, shining through errors in the middle of night. Spiritual abundance, permanent release, until heavy shadows and sorrows finally cease. Luminous proliferation, vibration of a structural design, sacred and refined, leaving all maps of Arlington and heavy grief behind. No more barren vanity, no more empty pride, with nowhere left to wander and nowhere left to hide. Ocean is purely mercy, ocean is purely light, shining through shadows in the middle of night, transparent, resilient, radiant and true, vibrating glory that is breathing inside you. Be fruitful today and multiply in every way. Replenish the earth of light in middle of night. Luminous proliferation, 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 infinite increase, luminous proliferation. Etheric respiration, breathing in yes. Etheric respiration, calm after stress, deep with mercy, deep with a glow. Secret kind of places where mercy starts to grow. Lungs of eternal, radiant and bright, shining through errors in middle of night. Etheric respiration. Vibration of a rhythm, air of the grace, reflected in features of weary human race. City is a breath, spirit is a light, shining through shadows in middle of night. No more breathless vanity, no more choking pride, with nowhere left to wander and nowhere left to hide. Metropolitan long stay, celestial design, turning all history into spirit and wine. Flow is purely mercy, outflow is purely light, shining like diamonds in middle of night. Transparent and resilient, radiant and true, vibrant Etheric Respiration. Feeding of a sacred soul, pray within anew, falling on Metropolitan and holy light dew, radiant nourishment, a bounty of yes, beyond every trial and heavy human stress, fullness and mercy, fullness and glow, in secret kind of places where mercy starts to grow. Metropolitan table, celestial design, turning all history into spirit and wine. Radiant nourishment, right within light. Radiant nourishment, here through the night. Kind and eternal, radiant and bright, shining through errors in the middle of night. Spiritual sustainment, permanent release, until heavy shadows and sorrows finally cease. Radiant nourishment, vibration of a structuralism, ancient and fresh, spirit giving me to metro pride and flesh. No more hungry vanity, no more starving pride, with nowhere left to wander, nowhere left to hide. Milk is purely mercy, milk is purely light, shining through shadows in the middle of night. Transparent and resilient, radiant and true, vibrating glory that is breathing inside you. Man shall not live today by bread alone in every way, but by every word of light proceeding from mouth and night. Radiant nourishment, radiant nourishment, from night, golden night. Radiant light, radiant nourishment, holy man, radiant nourishment, radiant nourishment. Silver germination, budding in glow. Silver germination, everywhere you go. Rooting with mercy, rooting with yes, beyond every trial and heavy human stress. Green and eternal, radiant and bright, shining through errors in the middle of night. Silver germination. Silver germination. Besom growing, essence of the grace reflected in features of weary human race. City is a seedbed, spirit is glow, in secret kind of places where mercy starts to grow. No more barren vanity, no more dryland pride, with nowhere left to wander and nowhere left to hide. Metropolitan garden, celestial design, turning all history into spirit and wine. Growth is purely mercy, growth is purely light, shining like diamonds in middle of night. Transparent and resilient, radiant and true, vibrating glory that is breathing inside you. Structural sprouting, permanent release, taking back pieces and spirit self-control. Strong and resilient, radiant and bright, shining through morning and middle of night. For as the earth today bringeth forth her bud in every way, so the Lord will cause a light, righteousness to spring forth in us. Silver combination, budding in glow. Sacred silver combination, silver combination, silver combination. Silver combination. Silver combination. Silver combination. Stirring of the sleeping soul, wakening anew. Foreign on metropolitan and holy light dew. Molecular awakening, a rising of yes, beyond every trial and heavy human stress. Opening in mercy, opening in glow, and secret hiding places where mercy starts to grow. Metropolitan morning, celestial design, turning our history into spirit and wine. Molecular awakening, higher within light. Molecular awakening, dawn after night, fresh and eternal, radiant and bright, shining through earth in middle of night. Spiritual quickening, permanent release, until heavy shadows and sorrow finally cease. Molecular awakening, vibration of a structural soul, pattern of the grace reflected in features of weary human race. No more dormant vanity, no more frozen pride, with nowhere left to wander and nowhere left to hide. Life is purely mercy, life is purely light, shining through shadows and inside you. Awake thou that sleepest today, and rise from the dead in every way, and Christ shall give thee a light shining in middle of night. Molecular sacred soul, being in the new, falling on metropolitan and holy like dew. Luminous omnipresence, the nature of yes beyond every trial and every human stress. Real in mercy, real in glow, in secret kind of places where mercy starts to grow. Metropolitan essence, celestial design, turning all history into spirit and wine. Luminous omnipresence, existence in luminous omnipresence, truth within light, omnipresence, radiant and bright, shining through being, permanent release, until every shadows and sorrows finally cease. Vibration of a structural design, sacred and profound, lifting every metropolitan from the silent ground. No more separate vanity, no more ego pride, but nowhere left to wander and nowhere left to hide. Isness is purely mercy, isness is purely light, shining through shadows in middle of night. Transparent, resilient, radiant and true, vibrating glory that is breathing inside you. God is all in all today, filling everything in every kind of way, in whom we live of light, in the middle of night. Radiant pervasion beyond all stress, wise with mercy, wise with glow, in secret kind of places where mercy starts to grow, clear and eternal, radiant and bright, shining through errors in middle of night, radiant pervasion. Vibration of a network, power of the grace, reflected in features a weary human race. City is a brain, spirit is a light, shining through shadows in middle of night. No more foolish vanity, no more blind spy pride, with nowhere left to wander and nowhere left to hide. Metropolitan wisdom, celestial design, turning all history into spirit and wine. Thought is purely mercy, thought is purely light, shining like diamonds in middle of night, transparent and resilient, radiant and true, vibrating glory that is breathing inside you. Spiritual intelligence, permanent release, until heavy shadows and sorrows finally cease. Smart and resilient, radiant and bright, shining like morning in middle of night. For the earth today shall be filled in every way with knowledge of glory of light, as waters cover the sea at night. Radiant pervasion, knowing it, yes. Global mind, radiant pervasion. Coming as a sacred soul, standard in the new, falling on metropolitan and holy like dew, silver ubiquity, a constant of yes, beyond every trial and heavy human stress. Everywhere in mercy, everywhere in glow, in secret kind of places where mercy starts to grow. Metropolitan landscape, celestial design, turning all history into spirit and wine. Silver ubiquity, found within light. Silver ubiquity, always in night, strong and eternal, radiant and bright, shining through errors in middle of night. Spiritual prevalence, permanent release, until heavy shadows and sorrows finally cease. silver ubiquity. Vibration of a structural design, sacred and true, showing every metropolitan and holy view. No more rare vanity, no more special pride, and nowhere left to wander and nowhere left to hide. Air is purely mercy, air is purely light, shining through the shadows in the middle of night. Transparent and resilient, radiant and true, vibrating glory that is a breathing inside you. Behold, I am with you today, always, even into end in every way of the world of light, middle of night. Silver ubiquity. Found within light, universal constant, silver ubiquity. Molecular diffusion, spread in the grain. Molecular diffusion, free from the pain. Mixed with mercy, mixed with yes, beyond every trial and heavy human stress. Vast and eternal, radiant and bright, shining through errors in middle of night. Molecular diffusion. Vibration of a salt sea, power of the grace, reflected in features of a weary human race. Molecules are incense, spirit is glow, in secret candid places where mercy starts to grow. No more lonely vanity, no more ego pride, but nowhere left to wander and nowhere left to hide. Metropolitan ocean, celestial design, turning all history into spirit and wine. Salt is purely mercy, salt is purely light, shining like diamonds in middle of night. Transparent and resilient, radiant and true, vibrating glory that is breathing inside you. Structural blending, permanent release, taking back pieces and spirit self-control. Great and resilient, radiant and bright, shining through morning in middle of night. Ye are the salt today of the earth in every kind of way. But if salt have lost of light, wherewith shall it be salted in night? Molecular diffusion, spread in the brain. Waterless being, molecular diffusion. Metropolitan and Holy Spirit shining through. Etheric Immanence, a smallness of yes, beyond every trial and heavy human stress. Near in mercy, near in glow, in secret kind of places where mercy starts to grow. Metropolitan love, celestial design, turning all history, spirit and wine. Etheric Immanence, close within light. Etheric Immanence, near within night. Deep and eternal, radiant and bright, shining through errors in middle of night. Spiritual nearness, permanent release, until heavy shadows and sorrows finally cease. Etheric Immanence. Vibration of a structural design, sacred and refined, leaving all mental redline and heavy grief behind. No more distant vanity, no more far off pride, with nowhere left to wander and nowhere left to hide. Touch is purely mercy, touch is purely light, shining through shadows in middle of night. Transparent and resilient, radiant and true, vibrating glory that is breathing inside you. The word is nightly today, even in thy mouth and every day, and in thy heart of light, in middle of night. Etheric Immanence, sacred proximity. Etheric Immanence, close within love. Etheric Immanence. Etheric Immanence, sacred proximity. Etheric Immanence. Radiant inhabitation, dwelling in yes. Radiant inhabitation, home after stress, abiding with mercy, abiding with glow, in secret kind of places where mercy starts to grow. Still and eternal, radiant and bright, shining through errors in middle of night. Radiant inhabitation. Vibration of a temple, shelter of the grace, reflected in features of weary human race. City is a house, spirit is light, shining through shadows in middle of night. No more homeless vanity, no more war and pride, with nowhere left to wander and nowhere left to hide. Metropolitan refuge, celestial design, turning all history into spirit and wine. Stay is purely mercy, stay is purely light, shining like diamonds in middle of night. Transparent and resilient, radiant and true, vibrating glory that is breathing inside inside you. Spiritual residency, permanent release, until heavy shadows and sorrows finally cease. Solid and resilient, radiant and bright, shining like morning in the middle of night. Abide in me today, and I in you in every way. As the branch cannot of light, accepted, abide in vine and night. Radiant heavy inside you. Radiant Radiant habitation. Passing of a sacred soul through the memory new, falling on metropolitan, holy light dew. Silver permeation, a drifting of yes, beyond every trial and heavy human stress. Sifting in mercy, sifting in glow, in secret kind of places where mercy starts to grow. Metropolitan filter, celestial design, turning all history into spirit and wine. Silver permeation through within light. Silver permeation, silver permeation, silver permeation, silver permeation, silver permeation. Gentle and eternal, radiant and bright, shining through errors in middle of night. Spiritual transparency, permanent release, until heavy shadows and sorrows finally cease. Silver permeation, vibration of a structural design, ancient and fresh. Spirit breathing through metropolitan and flesh. No more opaque vanity, no more dense wall pride, with nowhere left to wander, nowhere left to hide. Mist is purely mercy, mist is purely light, shining through shadows in middle of night. Transparent and resilient, radiant and true, vibrating glory that is breathing inside you. Thy way is in sea today, and thy path in great waters in every way, and thy footsteps are of light, not known in the middle of night. Silver permeation, silver permeation, ghostly glow. soaking in grain, molecular pervasion, joy from the pain, deep with mercy, deep with yes, beyond every trial and heavy human stress, soft and eternal, radiant and bright, shining through errors in middle of night, molecular pervasion. Vibration of a liquid, essence of the grace, reflected in features of weary human race. Molecules are chalices, spirit is glow, in secret kind of places where mercy starts to grow. No more solid vanity, no more partial pride, with nowhere left to wander and nowhere left to hide. Metropolitan saturation, celestial design, turning all history into spirit and wine. Ink is purely mercy, ink is purely light, shining like diamonds in middle of night. Transparent, resilient, radiant and true, vibrating glory that is breathing inside you. Structural melting, permanent release, taking back pieces and spirit self-control. Fluid and resilient, radiant and bright, shining through morning and middle of night. He is not far today from every one of us in every way, for in him we live of light and move and have our being. Molecular pervasion. Organic gun. Saturation, molecular pervasion. Presence of a sacred soul, everywhere renewed, falling on metropine and holy like dew. Initial omnipresence, a blooming of yes, beyond every trial and heavy human stress, found in every mercy, found in every glow, in secret kind of places where mercy starts to grow. Metropolitan spirit, celestial design, turning all history into spirit and wine. Initial omnipresence, in the light. Initial omnipresence, all within night. Vast and eternal, radiant and bright, shining through errors in middle of night. Spiritual expansion, permanent release, until every shadows and sorrows finally cease. Initial omnipresence, vibration of a structural soul, pattern of the grace, reflected in features of weary human race. No more local vanity, no more distant pride, with nowhere left to wander and nowhere left to hide. Field is purely mercy, field is purely light, shining through shadows in middle of night. Transparent and resilient, radiant and true, vibrating glory that is breathing from thy spirit in every way. Or with a shell I flee of light from thy presence in night. Step into the infinite, further in the new, falling on metropolitan and holy like dew. Luminous beyond an ultimate of yes, beyond every trial and heavy human stress. Vanishing in mercy, vanishing in glow, in secret kind of places where mercy starts to grow. Metropolitan miracle, celestial design, turning all history in a spirit and wine. You, luminous beyond, further in light. Luminous beyond, transcendence of night. One and eternal, radiant and bright. Shining through errors in the middle of night. Spiritual ultra state, permanent release, until heavy shadows and sorrows finally cease. Luminous beyond, luminous beyond, vibration of a structural design, sacred and profound, lifting every metropolitan from the silent ground. No more limited vanity, no more boundary pride, with nowhere left to wander and nowhere left to hide. Reaches purely mercy, reaches purely light, shining through shadows in the middle of night. Transparent and resilient, radiant and true, vibrating glory that is breathing inside you. I have not seen today, nor yet heard in every way, things which God hath prepared of light for them that love Him at night. Luminous beyond, further in light. Love is not space, Singularity of night. One and eternal, further in a Radiant transcendence, rising in, yes. Radiant transcendence, overall stress, above within mercy, above within glow, in secret kind of places where mercy starts starts to grow. High and eternal, radiant and bright, shining through errors in the middle of night. Radiant transcendence. Vibration of a lifting, power of the grace, reflected in features of weary human race. City is heaven, spirit is light, shining through shadows in the middle of night. No more earthly vanity, no more dusty pride, with nowhere left to wander and nowhere left to hide. Metropolitan sky state, celestial design, turning all history into spirit and wine. Height is purely mercy, height is purely light, shining like diamonds in the middle of night. Transparent and resilient, radiant and true, vibrating glory that is breathing inside you. Spiritual ascension, permanent release until heavy shadows and sorrows finally cease. Lofty and resilient, radiant and bright, shining like morning in middle of night. He hath raised us up today in heavenly places in every way, that in ages to come of light he might show riches of grace and night. Radiant transcendence. Radiant transcendence. Rising in, yes, beyond the stars. Radiant transcendence. Bedrock of a sacred soul, solid in the new, metropolitan and Holy Spirit shining through. Silver absolute, the truth of the yes, beyond every trial and heavy human stress. Fixed within mercy, fixed within glow, in secret kind of places where mercy starts to grow. Metropolitan anchor, celestial design, turning all history into spirit and wine. Silver absolute, anchor in light. Silver absolute, rock through the night. Firm and eternal, radiant and bright, shining through errors in middle of night. Spiritual finality, permanent release, vibration of a structural design, sacred and true, showing every metropolitan and holy view. No more shifting vanity, no more shaky pride, with nowhere left to wander and nowhere left to hide. Truth is purely mercy, truth is purely light, shining through shadows in middle of night, transparent and resilient, radiant and true, vibrating glory that is breathing inside you. I am Alpha and Omega today, beginning and ending in every way, which is and was and comes of light, God Almighty in middle of night. Silver absolute. Eternal foundation, silver absolute. Molecular grace. Washing in grain, yeah. Molecular grace. Taking out stain, soaking in mercy, soaking in yes, beyond every trial and heavy human stress, kind and eternal, radiant and bright, shining through earth in middle of night, molecular grace. Vibration of a favor, gift of the grace, reflected in features of a weary human race. Molecules of blessings, spirit is low, in secret kind of places where mercy starts to grow. No more vanity, no more labored pride, with nowhere left to wander and nowhere left to hide. Metropolitan kindness, celestial design, turning all history into spirit and wine. Gift is purely mercy, gift is purely light, shining like diamonds in the middle of night, transparent and resilient, radiant and true, vibrating glory that is breathing inside you, yeah. Save today through faith in every way. It is the gift of God of light, not of works and night. Molecular grace, washing in grace. Harvest of a sacred soul, ripen the new, falling on metropolitan and holy light too. Luminous fulfillment, a blooming yes, beyond every trial and heavy human stress. Fullness and mercy, fullness and glow, in secret kind of places where mercy starts to grow. Metropolitan banquet, celestial design, turning all history into spirit and luminous fulfillment, satisfied in light. Luminous fulfillment, goal of the night, rich and eternal, radiant and bright, shining through errors in middle of night. Spiritual completion, permanent release, until heavy shadows and sorrows finally cease. Luminous fulfillment. Vibration of a structural design, sacred and refined, leaving no metropolitan and heavy grief behind. No more hungry vanity, no more empty pride, with nowhere left to wander and nowhere left to hide. Cup is purely mercy, cup is purely light, shining through shadows in middle of night, transparent and resilient, radiant and true, vibrating glory that is breathing inside you. My cup runneth over today. Surely goodness and mercy in every way shall follow me all days of light, in house of the Lord and night. Luminous fulfillment, satisfied in light. Luminous fulfillment, satisfied in light, total contentment. Luminous fulfillment. Luminous fulfillment. Etheric liberation, flying in, yes. Etheric liberation, free from all stress. Light within mercy, light within glow, in secret kind of places where mercy starts to grow. Skyborn and eternal, vibration of a break, spirit of the grace, reflected in features of weary human race. City is awake, spirit is light, shining through shadows in the middle of the night. No more chained up vanity, no more locked in pride, with nowhere left to wander and nowhere left to hide. Metropolitan escape state, celestial design, turning all history into spirit and wine. Flight is purely mercy, flight is purely light, shining like diamonds in the middle of the night. Transparent and resilient, radiant and true, vibrating glory that is breathing inside you. Spiritual unwinding, permanent release, until heavy shadows and sorrows finally cease. Swift and resilient, radiant and bright, shining like morning in the middle of the night. The spirit of the Lord is today. There is liberty in every way. Truth shall make you free of the light in the middle of the night. Etheric liberation. Flying in, yes. Gravity defied. Etheric liberation. Flying in, yes. Gravity defied. Gathering of a sacred soul, point of a new Metropolitan and Holy Spirit, shining through. Radiant singularity, a center of yes, beyond every trial and heavy human stress. Meeting in mercy, meeting in glow, in secret kind of places where mercy starts to grow. Metropolitan nucleus, celestial design, turning all history into spirit and wine. Radiant singularity, center of light. Radiant singularity, and singularity, focus of mind, pure and eternal. Radiant singularity, center of light. Radiant singularity, and singularity, center of spiritual density, permanent release, until heavy shadows and sorrows finally cease. Radiant singularity, dimension of a structural design, heart of the sun, showing how metropolitan and holy are one. No more scattered vanity, no more drifting pride, with nowhere left to wander and nowhere left to hide. Spark is purely mercy, spark is purely light, shining through shadows in the middle of night. Transparent and resilient, radiant and true, vibrating glory that is breathing inside you. The Lord our God today is one Lord in every kind of way, with all thy heart and mind, in middle of Silver integration, melting in glow. Silver integration, everywhere you go. One within mercy, one within yes, beyond every trial and heavy human stress. Whole and eternal, radiant and bright, shining through errors in middle of night. Silver integration. Reflected in features of weary human race. City is a mind, spirit is glowing in secret kind of places where mercy starts to grow. No, no more split up vanity, no more divided pride. With nowhere left to wander and nowhere left to hide. Metropolitan wholeness, celestial design, turning all history into spirit and wine. Purely light, shining like diamonds in the middle of the night. Transparent and resilient, radiant and true, vibrating glory that is breathing inside you. Structural completion, permanent release, taking back pieces and spirit self-control. Strong and resilient, radiant and bright, shining through morning and middle of night. Absolute unity. Silver integration. Sacred rest within grain, pulse of the new, falling on Metropan and holy light dew. Molecular stillness, a pausing of yes, beyond every trial and heavy human stress. Still in mercy, still in glow, in secret kind of places where mercy starts to grow. Metropolitan habit, celestial design, turning all history into spirit and wine. Molecular stillness, resting in light. Molecular stillness, peace within night. Deep and eternal, radiant and bright, shining through errors in middle of night. Spiritual tranquility, permanent release, until heavy shadows and sorrows finally cease. Molecular stillness, vibration of a structural soul, pattern of the grace reflected in features of a weary human race. No more restless vanity, no more frantic pride, with nowhere left to wander and nowhere left to hide. Calm is purely mercy, calm is purely light, shining through shadows in middle of night. Transparent and resilient, radiant and true, vibrating glory that is breathing inside you. Be still and know today that I am God in every way. I will be exalted of light in middle of night. In middle of night. Beaming of a sacred soul, glory in the new, falling on Maturation and holy like dew. Luminous radiance, the essence of yes, beyond every trial and heavy human strength. Shining in mercy, shining in glow, in secret kind of places where mercy starts to grow. Metropolitan sun state, celestial design, turning all history into spirit and wine. Luminous radiance, burning in light. Luminous radiance, fire in the night, great and eternal, radiant and shining through every sentence. Shining through every middle night. Spiritual brilliance, permanently, until heavy shadows and sorrows finally cease. Luminous radiance, luminous radiance, vibration of a structural design, sacred and profound, lifting every metropolitan from the silent ground. No more dim-lit vanity, no more shadow pride, with nowhere left to wander and nowhere Flame is purely mercy, flame is purely light, shining through shadows in middle of night. Transparent and resilient, radiant and true, vibrating glory that is breathing inside you. The light of the body today is the eye in every kind of wave. Therefore thy night be of light. Thy whole body is full in night. Luminous radiance. Luminous radiance. Luminous flame, luminous radiance. Luminous radiance. Luminous your radiant vitality, living in yes. Radiant vitality, health after stress, vibrant with mercy, vibrant with glow, in secret kind of places where mercy starts to grow, strong and eternal, radiant and bright, shining through wherever, in middle of night, radiant vitality. Vibration of a power, energy of a grace, reflected in features of weary human race. City is a heartbeat, spirit is a light, shining through shadows in middle of night. No more sickly vanity, no more weak will pride, with nowhere left to wander and nowhere left to hide. Metropolitan wellness, celestial design, turning our history into spirit and wine. Power is purely mercy, power is purely light, shining like diamonds in the middle of night. Transparent and resilient, radiant and true, vibrating glory that is breathing inside you. Spiritual vigor, permanent release, until heavy shadows and sorrows finally cease. Bold and resilient, radiant and bright, shining like morning in middle of night. I am come today that they might have life in every way, and that they might have of light more abundantly in night. sacred soul, golden in the new. Falling on metropolitan and holy like dew. Silver maturation, a fullness of yes, beyond every trial and heavy human stress. Wisdom and mercy, wisdom and glow, and secret kind of places where mercy starts to grow. Metropolitan elder, celestial design, turning all history into spirit and wine. Silver maturation, ripe within light. Silver maturation, age without night. Steady and eternal, radiant and bright, shining through errors in middle of night. Spiritual adulthood, permanent release, until heavy shadows and sorrows finally cease. Silver maturation, vibration of a structural design, sacred and true. Showing every maturant holy view. No more childish vanity, no more foolish pride. With nowhere left to wonder and nowhere left to hide. Mind is purely mercy, mind is purely light, shining through shadows in middle of night. Transparent and resilient, radiant and true. Vibrating glory that is breathing inside you. When I was a child today, I spake as child in every way. But when I became man alive, I put away childish and I. Silver maturation, right within life. Silver maturation, steady and eternal, radiant and bright, shining through errors in middle of silver maturation, perfect reaping. Silver maturation. Molecular evolution, changing ingrain. Molecular evolution, higher from pain. Shifting with mercy, shifting with yes, beyond every trial and heavy human stress. New and eternal, radiant and bright, shining through errors in middle of night. Molecular evolution. Vibration of a transformation, power of the grace, reflected in features of weary human race. Atoms are upgrading, spirit is glow, in secret kind of places where mercy starts to grow. No more primal vanity, no more ancient pride, with nowhere left to wander and nowhere left to hide. Metropolitan advancement, celestial design, turning all history into spirit and wine. Form is purely mercy, form is purely light, shining like diamonds in middle of night. Transparent and resilient, radiant and true, vibrating glory that is breathing inside you. Structural ascent, permanent release, taking prove a word of light is perfect will ignite molecular evolution, changing in grain, changing dreams, molecular revolution, molecular evolution, sacred change. Molecular evolution. Multiplying of a sacred soul, spreading in new metropolitan, and Holy Spirit shining through. Luminous proliferation, an increase of yes beyond every trial and heavy human stress. Filling in mercy, filling in glow, in secret kind of places where mercy starts to grow. Metropolitan harvest, celestial design, turning all history into spirit and wine. Luminous proliferation, many in light. Luminous proliferation, crowd within night, rich and eternal, radiant and bright, shining through errors in middle of night. Spiritual abundance, permanent release, until heavy shadows and sorrows finally cease. Luminous proliferation. Vibrational, a structural design, sacred and refined, leaving all mental plight and a heavy grief behind. No more barren vanity, no more empty pride, with nowhere left to wander and nowhere left to hide. Ocean is purely mercy, ocean is purely light, shining through shadows in middle of night. Transparent and resilient, radiant and true, vibrating glory that is breathing inside you. Be fruitful today and multiply in every way. Replenish the earth of light in middle of night. Luminous proliferation in the light. Luminous proliferation. Luminous proliferation. Luminous proliferation. Luminous proliferation. Vanilla clear. Luminous proliferation. Etheric Respiration, calm after stress, deep with mercy, deep with glow, in secret kind of places where mercy starts to grow, lungs of eternal, radiant and bright, shining through errors in middle of night. Etheric Respiration. Vibration of a rhythm, air of the grace, reflected in features of weary human race. City is a breath, spirit is light, shining through shadows in middle of night. No more breathless vanity, no more choking pride. We know we're left to wonder and know we're left to hide. Metropolitan lungs stay celestial design, turning all history into spirit and wine. Inflow is purely mercy, outflow is purely light, shining like diamonds in middle of night. Transparent and resilient, radiant and true, vibrating glory that is breathing inside you. Spiritual oxygen, permanent release, until heavy shadows and sorrows finally cease. Soft and resilient, radiant and bright, shining like morning in middle of night. And let everything today that have breath in every way praise the Lord of light in Etheric Respiration. Breathing in, yes. Living praise, living in you. Feeding of a sacred soul, bred within the new. Falling on Metropolitan and holy like dew. Radiant nourishment of bounty, oh yes, beyond every trial and heavy human stress. Fullness and mercy, fullness and glow, in secret kind of places where mercy starts to grow. Metropolitan table, celestial design, turning all history into spirit and wine. Radiant nourishment, train within light. Radiant nourishment, give through the night, kind and eternal, radiant and bright, shining through errors in middle of night. Spiritual sustainment, permanent release, until every shadows and sorrow everywhere you go. Rooted with mercy, rooted with yes, beyond every trial and heavy human stress. Green and eternal, radiant and bright, shining through errors in middle of night. Silver germination. Vibration of a growing, essence of the grace, reflected in features of weary human race. City is a seabed, spirit is glow, in secret kind of places where mercy starts to grow. No more bare infinity, no more dry land pride, with nowhere left to wander and nowhere left to hide. Metropolitan guidance, celestial design, turning all history, spirit in one. Growth is purely mercy, growth is purely light, shining like diamonds in middle of night. Transparent and resilient, radiant and true, vibrating glory that is breathing inside you. Structural sprouting, permanent release, taking back pieces in spirit self-control. Strong and resilient, radiant and bright, shining through morning in middle of night. For as the earth today, bringeth forth her bud in every way, so the Lord will cause of light, righteousness to spring forth in night. Silver germination. Sacred correlation. Stirring of a sleeping soul, waking in the new, falling on me, triple tapping and holy like dew. Molecular awakening, a rising of yes, beyond every trial and heavy human stress. Opening in mercy, opening in glow, in secret kind of places where mercy starts to grow. Metropolitan morning, celestial design, turning all history into spirit and wine. Molecular awakening, I within a light. Molecular awakening, dawn after night. Fresh and eternal, radiant and bright, shining through worlds in the middle of the night. Spiritual quickening, permanent release, until heavy shadows and sorrows finally cease. Molecular vibration of a structural flow, pattern of a grace, reflected in features of weary human race. No more dormant vanity, no more frozen pride, with nowhere left to wander and nowhere left to hide. Life is purely mercy. today and arise from the dead in every way, and Christ shall give thee of light, shining in middle and like your awakening. I wouldn't new consciousness. Love your awakening.